just a quick review. So for what's happened so far on the Monday. It's a bit early. Normally I'd wait for the day to end before, but the way it's looking, I think we're getting moves now. So earlier on in the day, I posted a chart and I said this is the invalidation level. Yeah, if you guys remember, I said if this low gets taken, then I do not want to see this low taken. Why? Because we came down, pushed up, new high. We do not want to see this taken. Now, if I draw 50% of this whole move down, so I'm seeing this move down as a just a retracement where they were buying within. It's at 50% of that. Okay, you can see that 50% of that. Okay, we've just hit that. Now, going into the week, I had a bullish bias. Okay, so conservative entry would be this. See this down move here that led to the move up, right? So conservative entry would be push up here. This is correct for bullishness. Okay, retest and take out this high and then start gunning for higher prices. Okay, I think we're gonna reach into there at least and then probably fill this in later. Okay, that's that. Everyone clear with that? More aggressive entry would be probably a stop below here, ride it up. Everyone clear with that? Let's move on to the good stuff now. Okay, Euro USD. Let's start with the Euro. So I've been short this market now on a daily basis, right? We come into this daily bearish block here. Now I shorted it off the bat during Asia. My stop loss was quite lucky then. So the way I saw it was we were getting a breakdown during Asia, and I seen price go below Friday's low. Now I thought, okay, now this could run now. Okay, so I said I'm gonna put a smaller size on, but I'm gonna put my stop loss in a logical area. So even if it does go against me, if I'm correct, it shouldn't reach my stop loss. Okay, so my stop loss was where? My stop loss was, so if I took these down candles, move up, just above here, and I was surprised. I almost came close, but it didn't. Okay, it sold off, and then I got back in again during London again here. Okay, so going forward, I am still bearish this market. Okay, still bearish this market. I've already explained where. If we look, right, someone was asking me about bullishness. Well, I go, okay, let's break this down now. Let's break this down. You see this low here to this high there? Where are we? This is 50% of the range, right? I'm using this range. Remember the tweet I said, mark out a range, then look for this SR within that. So you can see here that 50% is being quite significant even before. Support there, resistance there, bit of support, resistance. You can see it's like a pivot level, isn't it? When we're below this, we're going to be working from this high, from that high to this low. This is what we're working. When we're above it, we're working above it. Now we've bigger picture. If we look at what's happening, so we bring in the bigger picture into the lower time frame now. Okay, this is how I do it. So obviously we're into resistance daily block here. Now we're tempted to push up, but we made a lower high. So now that we made a lower high, and if we're coming down, where would next logical price objective be? If we're making a lower high and we're bullish the dollar, where would the next logical stops be? Someone answer me. See if you're paying attention. This swing low, isn't it? It just makes logical sense to take this out. So probability wise, this is more likely to be taken. Yes, next objective would be what? This low there. Okay, then we can deal with what happens after that. So having that in mind, right, we had a push up today. I explained my shorts. It was late in the day. I would have gotten bored again the rally, but it was too late in the day for me, so that's fine. There's always more opportunity. We've come into what? 50% of this 4-hour block here. Okay, so now that late rally we had, came right into that, took out this high one more time, and I said that one second. I said this. I drew a box out earlier. I said this will be the pivot. Okay, why is this the pivot? I'm making this more interactive now. Why is this the pivot? Anyone? Exactly. It's exactly so. It makes logical sense. There's buying here previously, right? We took out this high here. So these down candles they were buying within, ripped up, took out that high, took out this high as well by a few ticks, and then pushed down. So I said if it gets below here, then I can start looking for shorts, can't I? So for example, say the day ended, right? Say the day ended. Let's quickly bring up a new chart just for this. Say the day was over. This is how I'll be approaching it. So we've got, say this is Monday's high, Monday's low, right? And I normally say, it's okay, say the day's over, we've got a new day starting, Monday's range. Now, we are below the weekly open at this point. Also, if you say, well, how can I get on board? You see this down candle here? That's acting as the pivot. Support here, up. If it breaks, you expect support to become resistance, don't you? Also, it's in confluence with what? Below Monday's low. So when it's below Monday's low and it starts breaking down from there, then most likely we're going to start trending down. If it gets back within the Monday's range, then we're probably looking at further range bound environment. Okay, so that's my play going forward. So I'll wait. Possibly Asia is the earliest I'll enter. If not, ideally London. Okay, my next target downside is obviously well, that's too short term, but that, and I'll be targeting, see this here. It's basically this box here. Okay, now probability wise, I think we're going to take out this low and head lower. So this would be my target overall. We'll have to see how price behaves there, but I'm targeting that. Is everyone clear with that? Okay, I'm not going to go over all the pairs. I'm only going to go over what I'm looking for right now. Dollar yen. So I marked out this low, push up, down. At the same time, we had the dollar index into the bullish block. So I'm waiting for Asia for this. Okay, let this prove to me it's making higher lows and higher highs. Okay, I think this could be the stop run for the next push up. Reason why I like this low currently is because the euros topped out. At the same time, gold, especially gold, the inverse of each other, gold topped out, which we'll move on to. And my objective, I've already given the quarterly chart reasoning for it, is 140. For this part is 141.30. Is the 114.30? Sorry, is the next objective for this. Okay, short term. I'm only mentioning short term. Obvious objectives, high probability. There. Okay, so that's that. So maybe I'll take this during Asia. I prefer gold though. Let's quickly switch over to gold. Gold, where are you? Gold now. At the same time, right, notice we've pushed up, right? We pushed up to this daily bearish block here. Okay, now let's zoom in now. Zoom in a bit. This down candle found support here, support here. When we broke through it, what? Resistance. So this first sell-off proved that this is like valid for me, and I'm gonna do a video on this over which blocks I do take and which one are more high probability and which one are less. Then we retested it again at the same time when the dollar index hit what? 50% of that down move I just mentioned here. Okay, see that? 50% of the down move. At the same time, looking at the 5 minute, we made a high, higher high. Okay, so this is at 1620, 1640. Let's quickly go on little things you pick up on. Around 1620 this low, and then 1640. Dollar was making a higher low, while the gold was making a higher high. Divergence. Okay, divergence with gold into what? Divergence into a key level. So my invalidation level obviously would be above here. Ideally, I do not want to see it come here, but obviously you can get the stop runs into a new session. So we've taken this high out here. So ideally, I do not want to see it go above that. Okay, now where's my target? So my target would be, as already mentioned this in the review video in the weekend, I mean, yes, we've got this support level here, but if we're bullish dollar and we're expecting a lower price than gold, I'm not expecting this to hold. Okay, so like I've already mentioned, 1250 is my next target objective, downwards. Now obviously if it comes down here, find support, then I can trim something off and have my stops at break even. But ideally I do not want to see it go back above that. Is that clear? Okay, next pound yen. Now pound yen is the next one. So pound yen, I have a massive objective for this. Is more of a swing trade. I don't believe it's going to fill this complete gap in. I believe the next objective is going to be here. Reason why? 150, 140. If I go to the 4-hour chart, it's just the next resistance level. See how it's acting as resistance on the 4-hour? Here. You could have said another level, but I've got reasons for 150, 140. But that's the next objective, and then because I'm expecting higher prices, this. Okay, that confluences with what? Gold bottoming out and gold topping out and dollar yen bottoming out. Now you could say, well, let me wait for Asia and let price prove to me that this is the bottom and that's the low, that's the high. By how? Higher highs, higher lows. Okay, everyone cool with that? Aussie dollar is following the plan. So you can see that this down move here, right? It's a bit bigger, but I'm just marking out just the overall range. Took the stops out. Now it's broken back below it. We don't want to see price go there. I personally believe next objective is going to be here. Fill all this in, and bigger time frame. I believe this is going to be the pivot. So one way to play this is, okay, you can say, well, I'm going to be more conservative and wait for this to give in, because this will be the next support level. Now if it cleanly breaks it, right, then what we're doing, retest of that, and then I think we're going to come down to here. Okay, but we'll see. Even if you don't come all the way down to, we can even day trade it towards downside targets. Okay, similar with Kiwi. I do not want to see Kiwi here. It came into here. I didn't have my eye on Kiwi. I wasn't really looking to trade Kiwi, but I was looking at it just as confluence for my long dollar ideas. So ideally, I do not want to see New Zealand dollar go above this box here. Anywhere below this box is a sell for me. Next objective is going to be honest with you, I think we're going to take out this low here. Okay, the way it's looking, I'm expecting much more upside on dollar, and 142 ticks. Yeah, you can do that. So that's going to be my next objective into this weekly block. So that's Kiwi. So we took out what, one side of the range, right? And a weekly level where the stop's going to be resting. Now that we've taken out, if this was a 5-minute chart, and you say, okay, this is a range, this box here. We've taken out this side. Now we're starting to break down. We got a bullish dollar. Where is the next downside objective? It's going to be here, isn't it? Everyone clear with that? Okay, that's all I'm looking for right now. When I'm about to trigger, I've taken a gold position already, but it's small. I'm gonna wait for Asia to load more. Euro dollar, you're familiar with the way Euro is looking to me. I think it's just gonna keep drifting lower. So ideally, I do not want to see this high taken. So if I was to enter a market now, I'd probably place my stop there. But because it's outside the session time, I can always wait. Cable, I mean, Cable is doing its own thing. It's not clear to me, so there's no point me mentioning it. But I've got this level marked out here. Now it could pause there. I think this is going to be the next magnet upside, despite what dollar's doing. I think this will be probably more driven by Brexit talks and shit like that. But it's not clear to me. Now looking at Euro GBP and bullish dollar, it's more logical for me. For Euro GBP looks weaker, so it's more logical to take the Euro short. Now we got a higher low here. I mean, we got a high down, a lower high. So what's that mean? More probable to take out what? This low here into what? This block here. These two down candles. So we got key level or a block right under this low here. So big stops are resting here. So I'm thinking lower prices for that, which would mean it's Euro's the one to show instead of Cable. Okay. Yes, and if that breaks down further, if this breaks down, then obviously we're going to have to look lower. But let's leave that for now. Just look at day trade objectives. I'm just going to stop the recording and take questions.